I want to try this. It's BJ Blast. It's like Pop Rocks for BJs. I don't know how safe this is. Let's get to it. Okay.
So who cares? Why not do your own thing and let them say what they want?
What's up, guys, and welcome to a new vlog. As promised, I'm gonna start doing travel vlogs and other kind of vlogs where I'm using the handheld camera and talking to you guys in many different forms. I'm gonna be doing the B-roll. It's gonna be really fun. And I got a brand new luggage set, so I thought it would be fun to start with a packing video with me where I go over and talk about something apropos to the packing, which is my fear of flying that has ramped up quite a bit. I have pretty crazy anxiety for it, so I thought it would make for a cool double video where, one, you get to see how I pack, you get to see my new badass luggage that has wheels that are skateboard wheels and like real trucks, and you can like interchange them. It's so fucking cool. And also, it's Floyd brand. My eyes are up here. And I got it in all pink, so it's my Pink Floyd luggage. Which is perfect for me. I already put one of my stickers on it. I made it nice and terrified already. So why don't we go ahead and start with talking about that first, then we'll go into the other room and I'll show you how I pack and how I am crazy about basically replicating my entire routine at home whenever I travel so that I take a little bit of the edge off of traveling, because I really hate that part of traveling. I'm a big routine person. And as you guys know now, I'm also a big like health nut person. Let's talk about my luggage first. So sometimes I'm the kind of girl that gets got by Instagram ads. And I have been assaulted with this luggage company with the skateboard wheels called Floyd from Germany. And it has so many pretty colors and it's hard shell, no zip, just like my other suitcase. And I actually broke the inner clip on my previous suitcase, which I got in the first place because when we were in Hawaii, my wonderful boyfriend decided to try to overstuff my zipper suitcase. And as we were trying to go through that little agricultural screening thing, it popped open and we were almost late to our flight, and I had to beg them to give me like these, I don't know if it was Delta or something, but whatever airlines bags, and they were really clunky, and then we had to go through agriculture again. Long story short, I got by an Instagram ad for this really cute pink luggage case that would be better to me than the Amazon no zip one that I got. So look how cute this thing is. It's so cute. As soon as I got it, it came with red wheels. I love red, but the Pink Floyd thing just got me, so I had to get all pink. Got hot pink wheels. It just looks so good. And then on top of that, I also got this, the Floyd Weekender bag, which is the same color as the wheels, so it's kind of like hot pink, regular pink, hot pink, and it looks really cool. I got this bag because I need to be playing Stardew Valley while we're on the trip, and I want to have my laptop separate from my camera gear bag so that I can easily get into it when we start flying and play the game. But I have the keyboard and the controller so we can play Stardew Valley, and I guess that kind of ties into my main talking point of this video, which is I have crazy flight anxiety now. So Hunter, to make things a little better for me, not only let me buy this new luggage so I would be excited for travel, which I'm really trying to be, he also is willing to play video games with me. We usually play Mario Kart, but now I think it would be really cool on a 3.5-hour flight to Chicago. I thought it would be cool to play Stardew Valley and actually really get into something that we kind of have a hard time putting down when we do play it, so maybe it'll make the time pass faster. Why don't I take you into the bedroom and let's pack and talk about this flight anxiety. Let's go. All right, I am here with my new suitcase. It's ready to go. I actually pre-packed some of the things that are like constantly in there, so I'll show you those first. Then I will take the little vlog camera and we'll go around and I'll show you everything that I'm packing in here. I'm actually super nervous to pack this because I am almost always over 50 pounds, and I know that I have to bring some of my camera equipment in here, including a mini ring light, and I personally just don't think we're gonna be able to pass the 50-pound limit. Oh, it's always a struggle, but I'm gonna do my best. Every single time I try to get a little bit more efficient, and I know that I kind of overpack, or it might seem like I overpack to you, but I've underpacked once, and it actually made the trip really unfun for me. So let's just go ahead and jump into these things that I always bring with me, because like I told you guys, I'm trying really hard to basically limit the stress that I have from traveling by tending to my autism and allowing myself to bring as much of my routine with me when I travel as possible. And this trip, I'm also going to try to be super healthy as well and continue my actual fitness and diet routine as much as possible, because getting that down will be the difference between me stressing a little bit about trips that I even like and not stressing at all about trips aside from the flight part, which we'll get into. This is a little thing that I pack full of my salty water waters, my LMNT salty waters. It's good for electrolytes. I have my collagen peptides, which I usually put every morning in my coffee. Even though I've brought this the last like 5 trips, I'm having a really hard time actually like breaking it out and using it. Often because we don't have the right size water bottle, or I forget the collagen peptides when I'm going to the coffee shop. And there's also a few David bars in here. David bars are the best tasting protein bars with the highest protein I have ever seen. They're so good. Obviously, they're still a protein bar, but they don't have that weird, nasty chalkiness or like aftertaste of protein that a lot of them do. They're just good tasting and very simple. Next, I have taken my medication for the eventuality that I get a UTI, and I've taken off the label actually and put it on these little bags to make them more travelable. See how thin they are? I can't show you the front because it has like an address on it that's associated with me. But yeah, this is the shit that helps the pussy not hurt, and this is the antibiotic that gets rid of the pussy hurt. I am someone who's prone to UTIs, so I carry this everywhere because UTIs are the single most painful thing, and it's pretty unbearable. You feel like you have to pee 24/7, and it hurts and it stings, and it's just preoccupying. So I want to nip that in the bud anytime that actually starts to happen to me ASAP. I don't want to have to go to an urgent care in a different city. That sucks. The next thing that I have is this little travel food scale. I actually like this thing a lot, but I've only used it like twice. I don't usually have food in the room brought to me that I can weigh out in different portions, but I do like to have it, and maybe at some point I will start implementing it more. Those all go in here. Try to put the meds in the back because I don't use them as much. Okay, so these are some things that I always need. This is my go-to daily dildo. It's the only dildo I actually use on myself in my private time. I like it because it doesn't feel like a real dick. It's more just like a supplement to mutual masturbation and stuff, but I always like to bring it because if I don't bring it, sometimes we get frisky and I end up using crazy shit like a toothbrush or a hairbrush, and that's just not conducive to the not using of the UTI medication. I want to try this. It's BJ Blast. It's like Pop Rocks for BJs. I don't know how safe this is. It seems like a novelty thing that should probably have some kind of warning on it not to use, but Hunter got it for Christmas from one of the cool pain management doctors that he works with. I forget the guy's firm name. My bad. And then I have this Oh My God cream that I've never tried before, but supposedly if you put it on your clit, you orgasm a lot faster. Might as well try it. Who knows? Okay, so in here is basically already full, which stresses me out because now I only have the other side to play with, and I do have a decent amount of clothes that I have to bring. I have my hair stuff. It's got hairspray, which Hunter uses. It's got dry shampoo. It has my little hairbrush, so I don't have to bring my big hairbrush. I really am trying to save space here, guys. My silk hair ties that I use while I go to sleep, and then this is what I use to tie up my hair when I'm in the shower, and I have versions of this that I use at the house. These are my travel versions, just so I don't have to repack every single time. This stuff is always the way it is. Then I have my skin version, and this is like my night creams and stuff like that. I have my clean towels, which I use to take off my makeup. I have a mini tanner, so if I need to re-up my tan. And then I have my entire skincare routine in here, including one that I can use on Hunter's, and we just use the same skincare because yes, he has a whole skincare routine that I make him do every night, or that I do on him, more accurately. I have my scar gel for my titties because I'm still continuing to put this shit on for like a whole year. And I have a face mask that I can use because sometimes when we're traveling, either the climate is different or I've been drinking and I like to just like re-moisturize my face basically. This is the cutest thing ever. My whole luggage, if you haven't noticed, is Kirby themed, and I had to get this. I think it's for kids, but like look how cozy this looks. Maybe I'll actually feel okay on the airplane. I haven't done any air travel since I got this from my buddy Jay Mood. He bought it for me, I think for Christmas or my birthday or something. I'm not quite sure, but look how cute. I can just walk around the airport looking like Kirby. This is my actual toiletry bag. I've got extra eyelashes. I've got double-backed pasties. I've got an extra of both of my piercings because sometimes I lose them and I don't want my shit to close up. Extra razor, extra eyelash glue because sometimes for some reason different humidities completely ruin it and then I have to like open a new one. I don't know. Razor, aftershave oil, and the little things that you use the picks on the teeth because I don't use real floss. And then my toothbrush. And then on the inside we have my pills and supplements. All the stuff I need in the shower, a dry brush. The stuff I use is deodorant. We have wet wipes for the toilet and for, you know, whatever. Body lotion and body oil. So yeah, I'm definitely extra and have a crazy routine, but like for me, it's so important to be consistent with my lifestyle. Otherwise I get pretty stressed out. So why would I stress myself out? I have to have the mini ring light, which takes up so much space and it's pretty heavy. My tripod, this is the travel one. It's a lot less heavy, and the tripod for the fucking ring light. I have a full gear bag that I also bring, but it has to be carry-on size, and that is already packed with everything I need to film a video, to stream, etc. I have to travel a lot heavier than the average person because I have to have this stuff too. Sometimes I go without the ring light, but if I'm doing full-length videos, having a specific light that I can control just makes it so much nicer. So I always opt to go for that if I can afford it. Hopefully I can afford it. I'm hoping that I can fit right here my makeup bag, and that will be the only thing that's not going to be in this video because that's the only thing I can't pack until tomorrow morning when I actually do my makeup. The last thing I think I'm going to try to fit into this side is the stuff that I want to shoot. Because remember, I have to bring clothing and props to shoot. I'm gonna have a realistic dildo come with me that I actually use for shooting. I'm not gonna show that on here because it looks like a real dick. But I have this like kind of fall girl outfit and a bikini, and then I've been really wanting to shoot this like sexy set. And I put them all in this little bag, and I think it'll be able to fit. This side is completely open, except I have my laundry bag, which I really like to have because once I get home, I can just take all of the dirty laundry and just pour it into the washing machine. I really am about efficiency here to a neurotic level, which probably shows that I am actually autistic. But that concludes everything that's already in here. Now let's talk about the clothing. I will see you on the little camera. Okay, we're back at the vlog camera. Now I present to you all of the items that I've chosen to actually wear on this trip. It is a 3-day trip with I think 3 or 4 nights, I'm not quite sure, and I want to make sure I have at least one extra outfit of each kind, both workout and regular, and then something I can wear home on the plane. Let's jump into it. Outfit number 1, this is like a Skims super thin turtleneck, and then I have these like skort type shorts. These are the 2 outfits. It's like 2 black leggings, a Dream Theater outfit, and a Cogburn Davidson shirt. Gotta rep the merch of my man. Those are for like emergencies or just hanging out or the flight home. This next one is a little crop top turtleneck, and this kind of matches this like brownish color in here, and this is like my favorite little skirt. I have this cute little professional top, which I would wear like a kind of like a lacy bra underneath, and then these professional looking pants. I have my black jeans, and then I have this super hot titty top. This is more of like the going out outfit, but it's still gonna be kind of cold there and rainy, so I didn't want to bring anything super scandalous. And then this is just a standard like kind of rust red sweater dress. I don't know, whatever. Sometimes I don't feel like wearing stuff like this, so I like to have like the 4th or 5th outfit just in case I'm like, I don't feel like this, let's do something else. Down here, we have bras and panties, which are gonna fit into that thing, as well as the socks. Most of these are workout socks. This is like socks I'll wear under my boots. I'm gonna wear my boots on the plane, and then I'm gonna bring my workout shoes in the bag, so hopefully they fit, or I'll put them in Hunter's bag. And this is like a bra I wear to sleep. It's like my surgical bra. I don't need to wear a bra like that anymore, but it just makes me feel more comfortable while I'm sleeping still, because I'm still paranoid. And then 2 pairs of nylons. For the workout stuff, which makes it more annoying because I have to bring workout stuff too, I have 4 different outfits here, plus the super sturdy sports bra in case I'm doing some actual cardio, 2 Cogburn Davidson hats supporting my man once again, and then my chunky New Balances. And what are they? They're 90/60s. These are my favorites. I wish they were a little less dirty. I have them in 3 colors. If you guys want to buy me some new ones and support my feet, that's cool. Now is the hard part, to get them in the suitcase, and then also still save room for my makeup bag, which happens to be kind of heavy because it's like a structured makeup bag that doesn't allow me to like break stuff in there. Oh, can already feel the weight. Oh, there's one more thing I forgot. A set of cozy sweats and a cozy sweater. All right, let's do it. Okay, we're back down here by the suitcase. Everything is sitting here down on the floor, and I thought it would be cool now to, as I'm actually physically packing, because I really like to do physical labor, like manual labor, while also talking through more philosophical things or talking to a friend or something, and I feel like that's what I'm doing with you guys, so I thought it would be cool to do the manual labor of the actual packing in like kind of a top-down view. While I talk to you about my fear of flying and how that manifested and stuff, I used to do a lot of this stuff with Jay on the phone while I'm doing like laundry, so it's nice to know that I still have you guys to do stuff like this where I can work through my thoughts while actually getting things done. I love that I can multitask like that. So let's go ahead, set up the camera that way. You ready? Let's get to it. Okay, socks. I feel like they can go somewhere like this. I'm gonna close this because I don't want to get, maybe I can put the hat in there. I don't want to get too excited about that extra spot that we have up there, so I'm gonna go ahead and just close this now and pretend that that side does not exist. Ooh, that's pretty tight. I don't know. All right, so the first time I traveled on an airplane, I was actually 18. I was doing it for modeling, which is kind of funny. I had never gone before then, and I was a little nervous because I'd never done it, and I'm like, I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I ended up not being afraid of it at all. It was just like chill, you know? I started getting, like, when I was trying to move to Vegas, and we had to come down here to Vegas to like check out houses, I was starting to get a little like random fear of flying, even though I had flown so many times for modeling. Like even on my own I had flown, and it never really bothered me. If anything, it was like kind of fun and funny, and I felt kind of bougie doing it. All of a sudden, when I was coming down here for fucking house testing or whatever, I started getting really anxious about it. Like it really freaked me out. By the way, guys, I have already cut one of my workout outfits because I just know I'm not gonna be able to swing it. Okay, so that's all the workout stuff and the casual stuff. Let me put the cozy stuff in here too. I gotta put my shoes in here. It did come with a cool shoe bag. Let me try to grab that from up here. I guess since I'm only wearing one pair of shoes, then this actually works out. But usually I bring like multiple pairs of shoes. I like kind of how it pulls though. You see it? It's like whoosh. So yeah, I don't know where the anxiety came from. It was like I took a few years off of traveling like that, and then I just became anxious. And then it went away a little bit, but then it came back in like full force once I started traveling with Hunter. Like I would have like little crazy panic attacks and shit when we were taking off. And now I'm still kind of like that. I got to the point where I started drinking beforehand because I was like, all right, if I get a little lit, my inhibitions will be lowered or whatever, and I won't be as afraid. And that actually works pretty well, but I don't like drinking for no reason. I don't like drinking for not fun or if we're not on vacation. Like this is not a vacation this time, so it just feels a little ridiculous to be kind of coping in that way. This is the only time I've ever coped with alcohol in any way, which is pretty funny. I think what it stems from, honestly, I'm gonna sit down like this because I know I'm just getting my fucking spray tan all over the floor. I feel like it comes from how degraded air travel has become as of late. I think this happened before anyone was even talking in the news about all the crashes and stuff, and it's like a wholly illogical fear that I have. I have a lot of logical fears that are kind of just blown out of proportion, right? Ooh, this is actually gonna fit really well. Like I don't have anything else after this. It fits, but is it gonna be too heavy? It probably will be too heavy, which is quite annoying. But we got everything in there, which is super cool. Maybe I should put some stuff from this side and this side so that it's not so puffed up. Let's try do that. So my logical fears that are blown out of proportion, for instance, these are my socks and things. Let's put that in here. Is like every time I go on a trip for hiking or snowboarding, I often feel anxiety alongside my feelings of like being excited, you know? And it's because you can die doing those things. I'm always a little bit afraid of that kind of thing. And one time recently, me and Hunter went on a hike and we were traversing like this little ledge. So there's like, it was like a skinny ledge that was only like 2 feet maximum. And then there was an out-hanging ledge and he bumped his backpack on it and he like wobbled and almost fell like 40 feet onto jagged rocks below. And 40 feet doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a fucking lot when it's jagged rocks below and you're falling like kind of awkwardly, and he probably would have died. So that kind of stuff, even though like hiking seems pretty innocuous, right? Like a lot of people are like, oh, hiking's like really chill or whatever. Sure, yeah, like 90% of the time, but sometimes you're on like a sketchy thing and you can just lose your footing and die. Like there's this chick that went on like a huge hike through the fucking Grand Canyon and she was super safe and everything, and then at the end she just ends up like tripping on a rock and falling to her death in front of her husband. And like that shit can happen and is terrifying, and like most hikes out here are exposed, rocky, gravelly, awful hikes. So that's more of a fear that is definitely warranted. Like if that ever happened to me, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what would happen. It would be fucking horrible to like lose someone doing something that you guys love together, but it's just like still not worth it. Like I don't even fucking know. So yeah, we can finish this talk real quick because this took a lot less time than I thought it would. So anyway, that would be a fear that I have that's logical, but it's probably blown out of proportion quite a bit because it's not like it's an eventuality that one of us is gonna fall to our deaths, but it definitely can happen, and we're definitely raising the possibility of us dying doing that versus like sitting on the couch and not moving or whatever. But I guess you would probably die from heart disease if you didn't move a lot, so take it, leave it. You know, I'm sure there's some workouts you can do that wouldn't risk you falling to your death. This is oddly not comfortable and comfortable at the same time, but that holding myself up was not nice to my neck. So anyway, I think a lot more about what could happen in the worst case scenario than the average person, and I think that's where a lot of my worrying nature comes from. Like Hunter will stand on a ledge and not even think about the consequences. And it's not like only about him. Like, I'll do stuff that might be dangerous. He doesn't even think about it. He doesn't even worry about it. He's never like worried about me dying, but I'm sure that would be like the worst thing that ever happened to him. Hopefully, unless he like wants my OnlyFans money or something, I don't know. But with flying, there's no logical reason to be afraid of flying. Like, if you're going down, it's probably gonna be one of the easiest, quickest, least painful deaths ever, as long as it's not like right at takeoff or at the end of landing. I'm not even afraid during the landing. I actually kind of like the landing. Anytime I have that feeling in my stomach that we're like going down, I'm like, woo, and I think it's fun. It's the taking off mostly that freaks me the fuck out, and I don't know why. So there's no logic in the fear, because imagine my day if the plane went down and I just died in a fiery blaze. I'm not gonna feel that. There's nothing really to fear there, and I'm not really afraid of death itself. But like, imagine I go out on a hike with Hunter and I don't come back with Hunter. That would literally be the worst fucking thing possible, yet I have less anxiety for that, even though I do still have some, than I do for flying. And when I think about it hard, I think it boils down to claustrophobia. I think I have like a developing claustrophobia fear now. I don't know. And I just feel like I'm trapped between people, trapped on a plane, trapped not able to move, trapped not able to walk around. I can't like be like, hey, I wanna get off of this, I'm uncomfortable. And there's just more and more instances of like gross people being on planes. Even though flying is a lot less affordable than it was when I first started, it seems like so many people are constantly doing it. Like, everyone's so connected to the world, and the airports have gotten less bougie. I just want to be one of those girls that's like, yeah, flight. It's more like, yeah, I'm going on a big vacation. Even when it's like something like Hawaii, like I've been dreaming of going on, I have this detraction of the excitement because I'm so afraid of the flying and the getting off the ground and the bumps and the turbulence. It always freaks me out, even though I know turbulence is not scary. Like, none of this logic helps me. And so I really feel like it stems from something else. Anxiety of being close to people and the bad vibes that I've had with it. So I'm really gonna try to reframe how I feel about it. We have access to the Capital One Lounge this time, which they just built in Harry Reid, previously McCarran, but they changed it because the dude's a racist, airport here. And so I'm hoping, like, just chilling out and hanging out and doing what I gotta do and trying to be happy about it like some girls are. They're just like with a martini and so happy that they're traveling, and oh my god, on the airplane they post like cute airplane photos and all this shit. I'm like, that is not me. Okay, so the last thing I want to do in this video is show you my gear bag briefly, which I can't do with this camera here because I need to pack you. I need to pack you guys away, unfortunately. Let's go check out the gear bag. It's actually pretty cool. Oh, I did abs today. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Okay, so this is the madness of my gear bag right now. As you can see, we have this, which is for my smaller knick-knack things. This is a little hand keyboard thing that you would use for like World of Warcraft type stuff, but I actually use it for editing, and I literally can't edit without it. I have my main camera with its power supply on top of it, my microphone. I would take all of this out if it wasn't a huge pain in the ass to do so, but it really would be a pain in the ass to do so, so I'm not going to. And then my monitor, which I use to see myself while I'm filming to make sure everything looks okay. And then my taken apart microphone, which I will use for the mic for streaming if I happen to stream, which I'm going to try to. And then this thing, which is like a little hub for my laptop to have more USB plugins, because if I don't do this, I won't have enough, especially USB 3.0 slots for streaming. My case here is a Manfrotto hard case. This thing is literally bomb-proof, they say. And every time I roll this onto an aircraft, people are always like, what are you carrying, bombs? And I'm like, I'm so glad that I'm not the demographic that would actually make you worry about this kind of thing. But yeah, let me show you what's in this here. I also have my dirty sock. This is actually a cleaning cloth for lenses or sunglasses or anything. Love it. But inside of here, this is my actual power strip. It's super cool and super cute. It has like a longer cord that's wrapped around it, and then when you unwrap it, it has 4, I think, plugins and then 3 USB. This is to take photos of myself. This is the Camlink 4K so that I can stream my camera. I have an HDMI cable. I have my charging for my camera battery. The charging for this camera battery, this one right here, is actually in my Pink Floyd bag over there. And then I have this, which allows me to connect my memory cards to my laptop to import stuff. So that's everything that I have for this trip. That's pretty much everything that I would need to bring for any work trip, but it's actually a little more because I'm gonna plan on trying to stream. So usually this wouldn't be as full because I wouldn't have the microphone. I wouldn't have that little hub thing for the more USB ports. And I think that's all I wouldn't have. But anyway, wish me luck on this adventure. Hopefully I can ease a little bit my fear of flying, or it'll be easier than I think. It's just such a visceral feeling leading up to it. Even if I don't focus on the fact that I have to travel or fly soon, I feel this uneasiness in my stomach that's impossible to ignore. It's just like a bad feeling that's always there under the surface. Let me know, you guys, if you like this kind of video, if you like me talking about a specific topic and also showing you parts of my life. And also, especially, is this as zoomed out as I can go? Can't show titties and face. Let me know if you have any irrational fears and if you ever got over them or figured out the root cause of them, because I feel like I'm going on this journey, which is very much annoying. I just like road trips. I know road trips are technically more dangerous, especially the way my boyfriend drives. He gets them heavy lids. He looks like he's tired. I can't look away from him for a second. I'm like, are you gonna crash us? But it's just so cozy and so fun, and I can stop whenever I want. And I really feel like that is the crux of it. But let me know what you think, and especially if you have a fear of flying. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. I might be vlogging this trip. I might not, depending on how stressed I am. So maybe I'll see you then. If not, there will be snippets. See you soon. Love you.